Hi folks, I'm smoking my new 7LE Sienna 320W. It's turning out to be a nice pipe. I wondered and thought a long time about getting one because everybody seems to have one, and as I said in a previous video, I didn't want to just follow the crowd. But having got one, I could see why a lot of people like them. There are some things I've had to get used to with it. The stem is much thicker than normal, and it has quite a big fishtail at the end. But once I got used to that, it's all right. The other thing I had to get used to is it's quite a heavy pipe. It's not as balanced as some pipes are. Now, whether that's because I got an extra large pipe bowl, I don't know. But there's a lot of wood in it, a lot of briar. So when I'm clenching, it has a habit of hanging further down. But I don't think it looks too bad. I like the lovely effect on the pipe. You know, it's nicely made, it fits together well. It takes 9mm filter quite well. I didn't like the 7LE filter that came with it. I felt they were a bit ineffective in some ways. They stopped the moisture, but I prefer a carbon filter. But the carbon filter fits very well in it without any problems. As I say, the grain I particularly like, and I like the colour of the pipe itself. I can't really think of any major faults with it. It's just going to take getting used to because of the things I said, the wider stem and the heavier sort of pipe at this end. The balance is sort of all at this, you know, the weight's all at this end. It's not as balanced as some of the pipes have got, not as light, certainly not as light as the pipes I normally smoke. At the moment I'm smoking some GQ Okanagan Balkan, which is a nice Balkan tobacco. It's a blend. You buy it from GQ Tobacco's pipe shop, and they send it in its separate parts. So you put it together, you mix it, and leave it to mature a little bit. Partly because Glyn, who sort of blended the original, needed to find a way of allowing you to get the same smoke without having to pay great fees on a new blend that wasn't registered. But everything comes weighed out for you, and you just mix it together and jar it up. And it's one of the nice things about the GQ blends that you get that experience as well. Carolyn's a lot better today, thank goodness. She really wasn't well last night. I'm going to the pipe group tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And I want to get some of my favourite sort of flake, which is Westmoreland flake at the moment, and maybe get some other tobaccos whilst I'm there. One of the things about using the Cuban Cigar Club as their room for their smoking room is that you can only smoke what you buy in the shop, which is fair enough, because they're accommodating us there. They look after us. We get a drink, and it's a nice, comfortable venue. And so far, the cigar smokers haven't complained about having pipe smokers with them. I don't know whether they complain behind the scenes, but they certainly haven't said anything to us. In fact, some of them join us and join in with the conversation. I've been reminded today of just how much the YTPC means to me. You know, it really is a great community as this is. You all feel like friends, even though I've never met you. When I read your posts, when I watch your videos and smoke the pipe, it feels as if I've known some of you for years. And it's not just the tobacco and pipe related videos that I enjoy. I enjoy just the general chats, when people share what's on their mind or just share where they are, maybe have a lunching video. Gives you a chance to see people from other parts of the world, other parts of the country, and to feel less isolated as a pipe smoker. I've got 3 shout-outs. There's Dale Piper, who's been posting for a while now, but he's a great guy, very gentle voice, a very wise sort of poster. And then there's a couple of newer posters, Wheeled Piper and Pipe 49er. I'll put their names down in the bucket at the bottom and take it from there, really. If you want to go and give them a visit, I'd be very grateful. I've got a little joke for you, which some of you might be offended by, but I hope not too many. A man kills a deer and takes it home, and he's butchered it, and his wife's going to cook it for the evening meal. And he said, we won't say to the children what it is. He said, we'll just give them a clue and see how they get on. So when they're eating the meal, one of the children says, "What's this?" And he says, "Well, it's something that your mother calls me quite often." And the little girl turns to her brother. She says, "Don't eat it. It's an arsehole." Sorry. I've had a rough day. I'm going to end there because I don't want to go on too long, because it's 10:30 and I like to be in bed by that time and have a read. And at the moment I'm reading Lord of the Rings, and I've got to the point where Isengard's been destroyed, and I want to see how I know how it goes, but I want to read a bit more tonight. So I want to wish you all well for the morning. Have a great weekend. I hope that it's restful and peaceful for you, and immensely enjoyable, and that you return to work refreshed, if not eager. And I want to just say, bless you all. May each of you be richly blessed, and each grow in love, grace, and peace. Good night, folks.